Alright, hello Denise. I just listened to your voice clip. I hope that you're doing well. Sounds like you're doing well. Keep on trucking along. Holy crap, don't mind me. Alright, so let's start off. We're going to do messages from the universe, most important thing you need to know, energy that surrounds you might not be aware of, and a final tip. And then I also felt drawn, I just saged it up, I felt drawn to Animal Oracle deck to ask what kind of energy you need to be in right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. Messages from the universe for Denise Keehan. My nose started running. That means everything's open. Messages from the universe for Denise Keehan. Thank you. Thank you. So this is probably just going to say everything you said in the voice clip, but we're locking into your energy. Lover, choices. Lovers at the bottom of the deck, connection / choice. 8 of Wands, Knight of Cups, 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Over here you got 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 9 of Swords. So this is 4 of Pentacles, closed off energy. It's keeping quiet about something that you really, it's like basically having anxiety and keeping quiet over 10 of Cups would be the new home. Right? That's what that feels like there. If it's not that, it could be as well having anxiety and being guarded and closed off, keeping to yourself in regards of family situation. That's 10 of Cups as well. Over here, 8 of Wands is picking up fast kind of energy. That's what the 8 of Wands is. It could be communication back and forth, but it's like water boiling, water rolling, getting it going kind of energy. Knight of Cups to take action in regards of 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords, where you felt like you were stuck or at a crossroads before. And 2 of Wands initially is, 2 of Wands is, it's a holding back energy, but it's not an intentional holding back. It's like you've been places, you've seen things, you have information, you have experience. All of that is pertaining to the next move. So 2 of Wands, it's holding back, but it's not really holding back. It's I'm here and I'm getting ready to make a choice, make a move. You got 9 of Cups, Judgment, Ace of Cups, 5 of Cups, Strength card, Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. So 9 of Cups is your wish fulfillment, judgment, assessing and reviewing. 4 of Wands, what comfort and happiness is to you. Ace of Cups, this basically feels like Ace of Cups was opportunity for that new home. 5 of Cups, disappointment, water break. Just things not working out the way that you wanted them to. That's the Strength card as well. Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. That's going back to the drawing board of trying to figure out what's going to work for you in the 3D. So now, my face got itchy. Stop touching. Most important thing Denise Keehan needs to know. Thank you. Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. Come on, I want to go for more. Most important thing you need to know, Knight of Wands is taking action. 4 of Swords, come on. This is basically like think before you jump. Most important thing you need to know. 4 of Swords usually represents a period of rest. Swords is mind. So again, like our mind gets going and then we want to take action. So 4 is about your stability, even if it's emotional and mental stability. 4 of Swords is a period of rest to recuperate, recover, rejuvenate. 4 of Swords is also being in position to receive blessings. Ooh, Moon. Why are these doing... Oh, okay, they're all doing that. Hold on, let me see. Seven of Cups, Hangman, 3 of Swords. They all did not a weird flip, but they flipped on their own. I wasn't trying. Moon, Magician, 6 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. So this is like in regards of possibly fear of the unknown or things happening, manifesting around you that you can't see or are aware of. And being stuck in your head in regards of that. So that would, I'm just going to leave that there. 7 of Cups, Hangman, and the 3 of Swords. 7 of Cups is different options. Hangman, that's on pause. 3 of Swords, it gets uncomfortable. We can't apply that to your house situation. Unless there's another situation in your life that we can apply this to, because it can be more than one. I want one more for most important thing Denise needs to know right now. Tell me more. Thank you. Four Swords now at the bottom of the deck. Tower. Hierophant in reverse, Page of Cups, Queen of Swords. Alright, so now the most important thing you need to know. That was in reverse. Gonna stop my thoughts for a second and say this because it kind of feels like it could be a part of this too. Hopefully it's not, but I'm gonna say it because it came into my head. When I was listening to your 6-minute clip, when you started talking about kids getting on an airplane, and it was booked in February, before the nasty brother situation came up, the only thing that came into my mind was, he's taking you to court. You stood your ground and you've kept the kids, but you're allowing them to go on a trip. Now, we can fight that and be like, well, the trip was already paid for and planned, and the nasty brother is not involved or to be around that, which makes sense. He might try to put that in his pocket and use it against you in court. She kept the kids for me, but it's okay to let them come on the trip because the trip was already paid for and because the brother is not around. That is where you come in and you say that. That's what these cards feel like. That's why I had to tell you that story. Because the Hierophant in reverse and the Tower, that's what that feels like. Because the Hierophant upright could represent, legal actions, court scene, court setting type thing. And being that it's in reverse with the Tower next to it and the Page of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups upright, the Page of Cups is a kid. It could represent that. So when it's in reverse with the Queen of Swords is speaking your truth in regards of a shock and awe, which could be him trying to drop that bomb if he's going to. You will prevail if that does happen. I just asked and I heard yes. So don't get in your head about that. You're protected there. It's going to be fine. But I'm saying this because I don't want you to be blindsided by his stupidity. It's just that. It's stupidity. Yeah, that's what that feels like. That's exactly what that's, I'm not going to say the cards because that's what that feels like. So if it's not, going back to the energy stays the same. Now apply it to a different story. The other story that I would say is when you go to tell your landlord that you're leaving. Most important thing you need to know is to keep your cool, to see the truth in everything, and that there might be bad emotions involved with the Page of Cups in reverse that you're doing. Hierophant in reverse is like unorthodox energy. So that would be like breaking lease. That's just an example. Yeah, you're going to be okay there too. I wouldn't worry. It's more like, most important thing you need to know, what it feels like is there might be something coming your way that might trigger you emotionally, but it's like a false flag, or it's like an anthill out of a mountain. Like, it's not that big of a deal. The initial shock of knowledge of whatever the situation is coming into your reality might make you want to fight or flight, but don't. Because the most important thing you need to know, Knight of Wands is a bold action, a fiery, like slap a horse on the ass and watch them run kind of energy. Okay, like go, watch them just go. In regards of that energy, most important thing you need to know, the only thing that came out was the Four of Swords, which is now at the bottom of the deck. So that's, don't watch your reaction. Let there be an action after a pause and absorption, not a reaction. Okay? So be mindful of that. That's gonna keep, I can't, even if you were to react, it might just cause like more little hiccups for yourself, but ultimately it's not going to doom and gloom you. Okay? It just feels like more mountains for you to climb. So we're going to prevent the landscapes from happening, and just, the most important thing you need to know, keep your cool in any kind of event that would come your way. Alright, so now, get some water. Now we're going to do energy that surrounds you right now that you might not be aware of. Energy that surrounds Denise Keehan right now that she might not be aware of. Thank you. Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles and Two of Cups. There might be an energy that surrounds you right now to possibly... Alright, Two of Cups is a partnership. Ace of Pentacles and Two of Cups sideways. We'll say more of like a collaboration because it just doesn't feel romantic. Empress is you. High Priestess, that's intuition. King of Pentacles, that of how you show up in the 3D to give your kids stability. This is what this feels like. Excuse me. Or how, let's back up, not even including kids, how you have your stability. All right. Two of Swords, the Magician. Seven of Swords, Five of Cups. I have to say that it feels... When I say against you, that's not to freak you out. It honestly, what this feels like, it feels like your ex. And he's trying to collaborate with somebody to create this sudden change. Which I do feel like you are aware of it. Because whenever I do that shuffle, energies that surround you that you might not be aware of, if that's the biggest energy that comes up and you are aware of it, it's okay that you are aware of it. Just because I worded it, energies that you might not be aware of. You might not be aware of, but this feels like something that you are aware of. And if that's the case, then that means that there's no fuckery around you that you haven't sensed or picked up on yet. You see? So that's all that feels like. So I'll dismiss that reading, that part of the reading. Not dismiss it, but I don't have to go much deeper into it because I feel like this is energy that you are aware of. Yes, I heard yes. Final tip for Denise Keehan. When the devil comes knocking, remove the doorknob. No, I'm kidding. Your final tip, Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Strength card and the devil. This basically says let them. I mean, the devil is toxic energy. The devil is somebody who doesn't have good morals, someone who doesn't live, accordingly, the right way. It's just the toxic energy. It's someone or something that is a lower vibration, that doesn't ascend, that doesn't grow. It's a stuck energy, okay? So the Strength card, these are both major arcanas. Strength card is a muster all your might energy. It's a time to be courageous. It's a time to stand your ground. I mean, traditional tarot, the Strength card is a woman who's standing next to a lion. She's petting the beast. She's got her hand in its mouth. Now, she didn't just walk up to it and decide she's going to do it, and she wouldn't have been able to just do it. It would have mauled her. So she took time. She took time with this lion repetitively. She got to know it. She got a connection with it. So just the repetitive action. With repetitive action, you can do anything. So some of this might seem monotonous for you with the shit that you're going through, with the busy month especially, but that woman has her hand in the beast's fucking mouth. And that separates her. She's a cut above, alright? So, and for whatever reason she needed to have her hand in that lion's mouth, I bet your ass nobody fucks with that woman, alright? So, but she had to work and get there. You're already working. You're already getting there. This feels more of like a reminder that you tame the beast, that you are protected, that you've come all of this way, that there's no turning back. You're good. This is like a keep on plucking, keep on trucking, keep on plowing. Nothing's gonna touch you. Nothing can get to you. You come this far, keep on going. When I say you've come this far, keep on going. Look how far you've come. All the things that you didn't think that you could do when you were under the guise or the influence that you were imprisoned in a life, in a situation that you didn't want to be a part of anymore. You're not even a part of that anymore. So look at what you can do. Keep on going. Any kind of dilemma or situation or opposition that comes towards you, your final tip is keep on going. Keep on going, okay? And that's, I love that that's your final tip, because before even tapping in, when I started tapping into your energy, as I was starting the recording, I felt that there was something more. And that's when my guides told me to give you an animal card for what energy you need to be in right now. Let's go ahead and do that. I do want to see this. On point. Okay. One card, please, for Denise Keehan. What energy does she need to be in at this time? One card, please. Thank you. I will read these all to you. I read from the book because it's the best way. You got 4 cards that came out. I knew more than one was going to come out. That's why I said just one. So at the bottom of the deck, you have starfish. So pertaining to beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. The starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper calling. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? When in balance, you're uplifting, artistic, and expressive. When you're out of balance, gossips feels empty. To bring into balance, positive friends. All right, so this is at the bottom of the deck. So basically what I'm going to chalk this card up to is caring about what people believe or think of you. So pertaining to that, cards that come out, but not limited to. Let me see. Resting, submerging, collecting energy, cooling off. The crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. Now is not the time for decisions, action, or discussion. The crocodile mantra is wait. This doesn't mean lying around hoping life's changes will disappear. The crocodile is much smarter than that. It means intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing, and building energy. Fill up the vital reserves so your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. When in balance, you're wise, patient, a silent powerhouse. When out of balance, feels stuck, lashes out. To bring into balance, rest. Okay? And then we have camel. Let me see. Resourceful. Remember, these are energies that would best for you to be in right now. For the next month, I'd say. The camel is resourceful, independent, knows one's self. The camel can handle absolutely anything, as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease, even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger. The camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water, and being responsible for one's own reactions. Didn't we talk about actions and reactions? The camel is a wonderful traveler and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. When in balance, you're calm, content, sparkle in eye. When out of balance, dehydrated, lacks vitality. To bring into balance, a pilgrimage. So maybe a little trip. Next, you have the peacock. Peacock. Inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. These adept creatures can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. When in balance, kind and confident. When out of balance, cannot digest situations. To bring into balance, meditation on navel, which is your sacral, like your womb area, which is your vital life force energy, which is your passion, your drive, your force. Now, the last one you have Firefly. Before I read Firefly, I'll state this. The crocodile sits and waits and is observant. The camel doesn't react. It goes within. The peacock is able to digest any situation. I'm going to read the Firefly, but going back to the messages from the universe, these all, it coincides about choices to be made, whether they're your choices to make or external influences choices to make. Then the most important thing was, don't react to situations that come your way. I can't remember the final tip. Yeah, final tip, you're going to conquer evil. So, crocodile, camel, peacock. Oh, let's go for Firefly. Let's see. I think Firefly is something like a fleeting energy that comes through in a moment. Yeah. Inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. The Firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the Firefly card indicates a quick moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is Firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? When in balance, writes, creates, and brainstorms. When out of balance, burnt out, feels dull. To bring to balance, write a poem or draw. So, I look at Firefly energy as manifestation, like a quick battery, like a candle is a battery for a spell to manifest. So what this looks like is be calm and cool and wait, even if fuckery is brewing and coming towards you. If and when it does come, you're going to be successful because of the energy that you're in. That's good energies. I mean, this basically reaffirms everything that the reading said, so I'm going to leave that there for you. I do want to show you the artwork real quick. This is a peacock. Camel. Crocodile. This one's pretty. Firefly. And then this was starfish. Alright, beautiful. I'm going to end your reading here. If you need more, let me know. If there's something that I didn't touch that you just need to know, just tell me, okay? I'll pull my deck back out. Alright, I'm going to stop it here. I love you. Bye.